We have a problem given by limit x approaches -3 from the left side, 5 minus the greatest integer of x. Evaluate this function. 5 minus this one is 2. Okay, here we have 2. How to evaluate this one? First, rewrite this limit into a different when we are taking the limits, only the x matters, so we can separate the other things like these constant values we can bring to the front. If you do that, this is going to be 5 minus 2 limit x approaches 3 from -3 from the left side and the greatest integer of x. Okay, so first we have -3 from the left side. So when we are taking -3 from the left side, we have to look at a number that is close to -3 but less than -3. Less than -3 is -3.1, right? Because from the left side mean the value left side of the -3 is going to be the lesser values, -4, -5. So the closer one is -3.1. And what is the greatest number of -3.1? Greatest integer number of -3.1. To find that one, you can easily find from a number line. Like if you have, let's put number line 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. So whatever the value we have to look at a number that is left to it. So here we have -3.1 somewhere here. So we have to look at an integer that is next to it. So here is -4. So that's going to be the value we are going to have for this limit. So if you do that, this is going to be what? This is going to be 5 minus 2 times -4. That gives us 5. -2 times -4, that's +8. So we're going to have +8. 8 plus 5, that is 30. That's our answer for this question. Let's look at another problem. Let's erase this one first. Let's say we have a question given like this. Limit x approaches 3, 2 minus the greatest integer of x. Okay, 2 minus and this one is -x. Evaluate this function. Let's go ahead and do it. So here we have a x approaches 3. So we have to find out the greatest integer. The first thing we can do is we can separate this constant and bring it to the front. If we do that, this is going to be limit x. Oh, I had to put a 2 minus. Okay. 2 minus limit x approaches 3, and we have 2 minus, then we have just -x in the greatest integer number. Okay, so to see that one, we can take left side and right side and see both of them are equal. So here I'm gonna go ahead and take the left side first. Limit x approaches 3 from the left side, 2 minus, I put it in the front like we did it here, minus x, the greatest integer of -x. Okay, so here we have to have a number that is coming from left side close to 3. So that should be 2.9 something. Then I plug it in this equation. That's going to become -2.9. Okay, -2.9. Now if I look at a line, number line, if you have -2, -3, -1 here, Negative 2.9 is somewhere here, right? So what is the number left to it? That is negative 3. So here we are going to have negative 3 for these. This is negative 2.9, okay? So if we substitute negative 2.9, that's going to give us negative 3 here. So we are going to have 2 minus, let me change the color, 2 minus negative 3. That's 2 plus 3, that's equal to 5. So from the left side is 5. Let's look at the right side. Limit x approaches 3 from the right side. Again, we can write this in this pattern, 2 minus the greatest integer of negative x. So here we have to look at a value that's greater than 3. We can put 3.1. If we plug 3.1 for this is going to become negative 3.1 since we have a negative sign inside. Negative 3.1. What is the greatest integer of negative 3.1? We can put it in the table, line. Negative 3, negative 2, negative 4. First locate the point, that is 3.1 right here. What is the number that is left to it? That's negative 4. So the answer, the value for this integer is negative 4. And if we substitute here this 2 minus negative 4, there's minus minus plus, so we are getting 6. And here we have, from the left side we have 5, and from the right side we have 6. Both are not equal, therefore the limit does not exist. Does not exist. Now let's look at another problem. Let's say we have this question. Limit x approaches negative 2 from the left side. What is the greatest integer of negative x? Okay, so let's do it here. So from the left side, it means the value should be less than negative 2. The values that is less than negative 2 is negative 2.1 will work. That's less than negative 2. Now, if I plug 2.1 here, negative, negative, that turns into positive. So this is going to be positive 2.1. And then we have to, we can look it in the line, number line. 1, 2, 3. Locate the number we got, that's 2.1 somewhere here. What is the number left to it? That is 2. So that's our answer. 2 is the answer. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys on my next video.